Here on The Colour of Country Life, we're joined again by the Primary Industries Minister, Claire Scriven. Claire, I know you're in State Parliament this week, but there's been some great data come out from primary industries and regions regarding how our cropping outlook's going. What is the data telling us?
That's right, Ricky, and it's showing that based on current estimates, then the 2022-23 harvest is set to break previous records both of production levels and of farmgate value. So there's a record high production estimate of just over 12 million tonnes, and that's compared to a previous record of around about 11 million tonnes. So that's a huge result for cropping in South Australia, which is great for our farmers, but also for our South Australian economy.
It's certainly in full swing as well. I notice over in the Eyre Peninsula, at least when it comes to Viterra, they had 600,000 tonnes come in just a week, which doubled the amount they had in. So certainly in the west, they're well underway, but it's taking a while to get started in the southeast. Yeah,
look, there has been a bit of delay, mainly because of the weather issues, the late spring storms and so on. So some of that harvest progress is considerably behind the usual progress in previous years, but with the favourable weather, there is expected to be significant tonnage delivered into the stores from late November. But the other thing is that because we've had such good global grain prices, even though there's been some downgrades of the grain quality due to the weather damage, it means that there's still going to be that record high farmgate value from the harvest. So that's a really, really good result, quite incredible given all the challenges that everyone's had. But of course, those international global prices are really driving some of that.
Yeah, is there a dollar figure they've put on what that is expected to be?
So the current estimate is that $4.4 billion will be expected to come in, which is more than $1 billion greater than the previous record of $3.3 billion. So that really is fantastic news for our farmers.
It certainly is, and that figure you mentioned earlier, the 12 million tonne to come in, the ABARES will issue an update, I think, during December regarding what the expectations are, but their last was a 55 billion national crop. That's a pretty big performance from South Australia if that stays at that level. 12 billion out of 55 for the nation.
Well, it certainly does, and it does just show how important South Australia is to our national economy as well. And of course, the other benefits are those benefits through to our regional communities, because we know that if our farmers and agricultural sector are doing well, then our local regional communities will usually benefit from that as well, from increased spending in local businesses and so on. And given the challenges that that our state's had and still has, for example, with the floods coming through, it's really good to see this good news.
It certainly is when you consider that cropping land is not, generally speaking, in a place where it can be affected by flooding such as it was in the New South Wales Riverina. So I know as we cover multiple states, we're quite thankful often of what SA has been blessed with, really, because New South Wales and Victoria are quite challenging conditions compared particularly to those farmers in the west of South Australia.
Yes, that's certainly true. And just one other thing I would mention is that the crop and pasture report is now out. It's up on the PIRSA website, and it has been reviewed. So this is a bit of a different format. It's a bit briefer, but still delivers the required information. So that was done in consultation with industry, so that we can ensure that the report continues to meet industry needs. So just a bit of a heads up for anyone who wants to have a look at that now. It is up on the PIRSA website.
Yeah, last time I looked at it, you can drill down at a fairly sort of localised level to what they're expecting in particular regions. Is that still the case?
Yeah, so there's the estimates of the crop area and production for the 14 different districts. So that's a really important part of it, as well as the statewide summary.
Well, Claire Scriven, Primary Industries Minister, thanks for sharing the data with us. We look forward to pulling it open ourselves and having a look. Thanks for joining us on Flow.
Great, thank you.